Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of Tasty Thai Tuna, a video where we are cooking with a beautiful piece of sashimi grade tuna loin that we picked up here in Phuket, Thailand. If you haven't already, check out part 1 where we prepare our tuna tartare and begin breaking down some components for the second amazing dish. For the lentil salad, we need to get our lentils cooking. A few hours ago, what I did was I soaked the lentils in some cold water here in the pot. Any dried legume like lentils, beans, they cook a lot better if you soak them in water first. They've plumped up quite a bit. I would soak them for overnight if you can, if not at least a couple of hours, and then make sure you cook them in water that is unsalted, and then we're going to season them after they're cooked. So our lentils are pretty much there. You can see that they're not overcooked and falling apart. They're nice and al dente. We're going to drain off some of the water, and then we're going to season that water and let the lentils sit inside and soak up all of that salt. You can salt after they're cooked, but if you salt before, the lentils will never get soft. So we've removed most of the water, but the lentils are still covered. And now we'll season with salt. And we'll let them sit and soak up that seasoning as they finish cooking. So now we're going to cut up our bacon. Now I like bacon as much as the next guy, but we don't really eat it a pack at a time. So we'll take a few slices out and we'll cling film them in individual packets, and we'll put them in the freezer, and then we'll just pull them out whenever we need to use them from time to time. And in this case, it's helped us out a lot, because cutting the bacon into a dice like this is much easier when it's still a little bit frozen. While we let the lentils sit and soak up that saltwater goodness, we are going to build the rest of the warm lentil salad. We're going to heat up a pan over medium heat. So we have the bacon that we've cut up earlier. We have some garlic that I chopped earlier, and I just have that sitting in some olive oil. We have some Thai shallots, and we have some freshly cut tomatoes. We're going to add the oil from the garlic into our hot pan. And then we're going to add our bacon. It appears that our bacon was quite fatty and has rendered quite a bit of fat. So I'm just going to tip some of that out. Alright, so we've just left a little bit in there. Now, we're going to put our Thai shallots in, let those sweat gently. And we're also going to add some of our garlic. If you had some fresh thyme or fresh rosemary, that would also be a good addition to this recipe that you would chop up and add right now. But those are herbs that are difficult to find in this part of the world. The shallots are nice and soft. We're going to add our tomatoes. We don't want to cook them too long. We still want to keep the freshness. Season that. Some salt, and some black pepper. Now, while the tomatoes are cooking gently, we are going to strain off the water from the rest of the lentils. We're going to add the lentils into our nice tomato mixture. I'm going to hold some back because you want to keep your ratio of tomatoes to lentils where you want it. And we'll cover and let it sit while we sear our tuna. We're gonna get our pan warming, and then we're gonna season up our lovely tuna steaks from earlier. So we'll start with black pepper. And then the same with some sea salt. Turn up the heat on our pan. We're gonna add a little bit of our neutral oil, whatever you're using. And then we're gonna wait for the first wisps of smoke to start coming off of the oil before we add our tuna steaks to start to sear them. All right, we can see our oil is just starting to smoke, so we're gonna turn our heat down slightly, and then we're gonna go in with the tuna steaks. Now we're gonna leave these for 15 seconds on each side. Remove them to a clean plate. All right, so the time you've all been waiting for, we're gonna put everything together. First, we're gonna finish off our warm lentils. If you want, you can add some of our rendered bacon fat back into the lentils. We are gonna use some olive oil today. And then some lemon juice as well. The bacon and the bacon fat are quite rich, so the acidity from the lemon juice will help brighten up all those flavors. I'm going to take some coriander, chop it up, stems and all. Nice rough chop. Cut some spring onion that we're going to fold in as well. And then we're going to add a little bit more black pepper. Lentils and black pepper are very good friends. Most important thing you can do, check your seasoning. And we're ready to plate up. First we're going to go down with some of our lentils. Warm lentil salad. And then on top of that, we're going to slice some of our seared tuna. We season the outside, but we're just going to put a little bit more salt so the inside is seasoned. And we'll lay everything on top of our lentils. A little bit of spring onion for garnish. And there you have it. Pan-seared tuna on a warm lentil salad with bacon and tomato. It's what we want to eat on warm days like today, and we hope that you have similar success recreating this recipe. Please hit the like button below. If you want to subscribe to my channel, there's a link up above. And leave comments if you have any regarding your own success, if you attempt this recipe at home, or if there's anything else you want to see us do in the kitchen. And if you haven't already, check out my new blog, Are What You Eat, featuring photos and recipes from everything we make here in the kitchen at home, as well as stories from our adventures around the world. So, from our kitchen to yours, bon appetit, and we hope to see you soon.